welcome to The Test of Time, a show where we dive into the horror movies you loved growing up and determine if they still hold up today. My name is Nick, and in this episode we'll be taking a look at Killer Klowns from Outer Space. The title alone screams classic. And the song certainly sets the tone we can expect throughout the entire movie. But again, YouTube copyright rules, don't want to play too much and get in trouble. People have always been terrified of clowns. So much so that they came up with a fancy sounding science-y word for it. I'm sure a lot of you remember a couple years ago when those clowns kept popping up in random places.
Creepy clowns running around cemeteries and city streets scaring people. There have been reports around the country.
Dozens of calls have been pouring into law enforcement agencies after several sightings of a
Videos
scary
and photos
clown
of creepy clowns surprising people on the streets of California at night went viral.
It's a scene straight from a horror movie, but it's right here in Jacksonville.
And then of course we also have this movie you may be familiar with.
Hiya, Georgie.
I'm pretty excited for part 2, I don't know about you. But do the killer clowns still strike fear into audiences the same way they did over 30 years ago? Did this movie ever strike fear into audiences? Yes, they did, because I saw it when I was a kid and it actually gave me nightmares. Released in 1988, Killer Klowns from Outer Space was written, directed, and produced by the Chiodo brothers. In fact, it's the only movie written, directed, or produced by the Chiodo brothers, although they have been trying to get a sequel made for years. I don't know why I said that suspiciously. They haven't yet, obviously. A spaceship, looking like a circus tent, lands in a field near a small town.
I love the circus.
Signaling the attack of deviant, red-nosed, balloon-twisting psychos from another world who plan to annihilate mankind by turning people into cotton candy. Luckily, the town's teen citizenry decide to fight back and teach the cosmic bozos a lesson. But these clowns are no klutzes, turning popcorn, peanuts, and caramel corn into playful but deadly weapons of madcap destruction and mayhem.
What are you going to do with those pies, boys?
Dean Wormer is in this movie. I always thought that was kind of random.
Then as of this moment, they're on double secret probation.
And his character is pretty much the same, except he's a cop now.
Killer Klowns from Outer Space.
Also, this guy, who I recognize from Baywatch, because no joke, that was my favorite TV show growing up. Some people stand in the darkness. Speaking of Test of Time, Baywatch does not hold up at all. That show is so bad. Okay, well, I mean, I guess that part still holds up. Actually, those probably don't hold up at all anymore. That was a stupid joke. I hate it. Killer Klowns from Outer Space did not set out to win any awards in cinematic achievement. This movie knows exactly what it is, and it doesn't try to be anything else. I respect that. And it also works out in the movie's favor. The clowns do look genuinely terrifying. And some of the kills are pretty effective. Okay, this is a scene that terrified me as a kid. I am not even joking when I say it kept me up at night after I saw it.
What are you going to do? Knock my block off?
I mean, I was a kid. Like I was saying, it's hard to nitpick something that embraces its limitations. Is the acting good? Not really.
Something funny's happening around here. What in tarnation's going on here?
The story? Pretty stupid.
Cocoons, popcorn guns, monster shadows, woo.
It's very reminiscent of all those old sci-fi B movies from the 1950s. You know the one, yeah, because we've all seen those a bunch of times. There is a scene towards the end of the movie where two of the characters encounter these female clowns, and then they imply later on that, I don't know what they're implying. This movie's weird. but a lot of people love it. There is a huge cult following. There's even gonna be a Killer Klowns from Outer Space maze at Halloween Horror Nights this year, which I will be attending. Although I'm much more excited for Ghostbusters. There's gonna be a Ghostbusters maze. That's awesome. Does Killer Klowns from Outer Space hold up to the test of time? I guess. I mean, people are still talking about it over 30 years later. I certainly never forgot about this scene. It's amazing how much that affected me as a kid. You can see the zipper on the back of his mask. I'm so embarrassed. I want to hear from you. Does Killer Klowns from Outer Space pass the test of time? Let me know. Also, leave a comment below with any movies you'd like to see me cover. And like the video if you enjoyed it, because that will help keep this series going longer. And if you didn't enjoy it, you probably aren't watching anymore. But if you are still watching, thank you. And that should do it. Oh, my name is Nick, and I'll see you next time. Gotta work on that ending there.